Hello guys, welcome to Soccernet Weekly where we talk about football, Nigeria, international. My name is Joba Ogunwale, the Chief Editor of Soccernet, and I'll be discussing with Lolade Adewuyi, the Managing Editor of Soccernet. Hi Lolade, how are you doing?
Hi, Joba. What's up? Good to be here again. It's good to talk football always, and the fact that now we can watch live football once more. Things are getting back to normal, and every week today is sunny and bright. What's not to be happy about? Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, it's good to be back also. It's a little bit cloudy here in Nigeria, in the part of Lagos State that I am right now, but that won't stop us. We are here to talk about football. Speaking about football, the Bundesliga matches were played yesterday and last weekend. Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern Munich. Did you catch any of the games?
Yes, I saw the highlights. I saw Joshua Kimmich's lob. I thought it was interesting that Dortmund lost at home. In the with the lack of presence of their fans, from the yellow wall, which would have been something, to intimidate the visiting Bayern. Not that professional footballers are, really care about it, but the atmosphere, what it gives to the stadium wasn't there for an 80,000 seater stadium. It was eerily quiet. But football, it's the life that we have to deal with right now, and I'm just happy that I'm able to watch the games. And then I caught the live game, Berlin versus Leipzig yesterday. It ended 2-2. So just being able to, but I'm still getting used to scheduling and saying, okay, I want to watch football, because for the past 2 months I've not had to watch anything, live. So now I'm trying to get used to watching football again. So I mean, it's taking a while to changing and planning my schedule to watch live football. But I think it will get better, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the games also last weekend and yesterday, but I saw Joshua Kimmich's goal against Borussia Dortmund, and I think that's for the Bundesliga this season. Bayern Munich are champions already.
Yeah, Leipzig had the opportunity to win and go second, but then they drew. So I think Bayern safely have the title in their pockets, unless something strange happens and they all just fall apart. But I think it's going to be smooth for them for them to win the title this year.
But okay, anyways, that's about the Bundesliga. Let's talk about the issue we came here to discuss today. I would like to start on the home front, not necessarily Odion Igalo's future at Manchester United. News came out last week that he's set to return to his parent club, Shanghai Shenhua, at the end of May. But Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out this week that they're still trying to negotiate a deal with the club to extend the deal till the end of the Premier League season. Shanghai has offered Igalo a new contract worth £400,000 a week. £400,000 a week. That's like 70 something billion naira in a week. What advice would you like? Do you think he has achieved his dream of playing for Manchester United? Although it was cut short because of the coronavirus of the thing, but now he's stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea right now. What would you say? Okay, should be the way forward for Odion Igalo?
I think Odion Igalo has achieved his dreams. Fine, he's come to play at Manchester United. Unfortunately, his sister is not, around to see him play. But he's done. He's gone there. He's done that. And what's his future? He's 30, going on 31. And when he left England for China in the first place, it seemed it was over, for competitive career. But he went to China. He kept scoring goals. He got back to the Super Eagles. Scored great goals at the AFCON, became top scorer at the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt, and then the dream just dropped into his laps again. He went to play at Manchester United, 8 games, 4 goals. What else do you want? If you want to stay forever, or retire there, possibly. But from my perspective, I think Odion Gallo is a blessed man. I believe that the fact that he went to Manchester United is the reason why Shanghai Shenhua want to increase his pay to £400,000 weekly, which is, it's crazy. It's just a crazy amount of money to even think about, not to even talk. It's crazy. So whatever Odion Gallo does, it's his decision. But I believe that there's an opportunity, like this week, in recent days, he stepped in. He wants to stay till the end of the season at United and play with them and try to win a medal. They're in the Europa League, they're in the FA Cup. I think there's opportunity for glory, which would keep him there. But as an aging footballer, being offered £400,000 per week in China, I don't care, man. I'll go back to China and collect that money. At least I played 8 games for United. I won that jersey. I mean, the history of United. If it was me, but I'm not Igalo and I'm not a Manchester United fan. So, he's playing for Manchester United from a place of passion, from a place of support. So it's definitely working, and that's why he went there in the first place. Cut his salary, his wages, massively just to play for United, and he's achieved this. And if he wants to continue to play for them for at least the end of the season, it's fine. But he also realized that the Chinese league is not certain, doesn't have a certain date of return, June, July, they say, but no definite date. So I'd rather, he stays in England, finishes the season, sees what he can win with United before making that decision to return to China.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The thing is, I'm actually confused. Dimitar Berbatov came out to say Manchester United should do everything to keep him until the end of the season. So, looking at it in the long term, Manchester United won't offer him a permanent deal. So, and Shanghai are saying they are not interested in extending the loan deal unless United wants to turn the deal, make the deal into a permanent one. Solskjaer came out yesterday to say, okay, they are still negotiating. But let's even agree that let's say maybe a deal can be agreed between the two parties. I don't think it's still the best thing for Igalo. Because maybe by the end of the Premier League season, probably the offer, the £400,000 per week offer won't be available again. So that means he must have missed a lot. Personally, I think he has achieved his dream of playing for Manchester United, and he scored 4 goals in 8 games. Yeah, coronavirus cut short his dream. But I just think he should think about the money. £400,000 per week will make him the highest paid African. You understand? And £400,000 per week, and fine, people will say, okay, he does not need the money, he has already made enough money. But there's nothing like too much money.
No, you cannot make enough money in this world, though. You cannot make enough money. Ask Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and all these guys. They've not made enough, even though they are billionaires. And where does Odion Gallo's £100,000 weekly stand, in a billionaire's world? So definitely, I don't think he's made enough money. But the fact is, he's in a place where he can comfortably say, okay, which he did in the first place by even going to Manchester United, by saying, okay, I'll take half of what I was earning at Shenhua and then go to United and fulfill my dreams of playing for the Red Devils. So he's definitely fulfilled that. But I feel the fact that he still wants to play for a few more weeks, try and win a title with United, it's a logical thing. He's and I believe he's stuck in Manchester at the moment. He's been stuck in Manchester since the coronavirus started. So he's basically living in Manchester, and he would rather leave Manchester with a medal than without one.
Yeah,
And
yeah, but
so
the thing is, Manchester United are not really. There's not really any chance of Manchester United winning a league. A league. What they are competing for right now is Premier League top four, and okay, I think they're still in the FA Cup
they're in the FA
also.
Cup, they're in the Europa
The
League. So
Europa League.
there's a medal. There are two
Okay, there's a
medals at stake that he could
okay, there's
win.
a chance. But the
Yeah.
thing is, it is not guaranteed now because I think Manchester City are also still in the FA Cup. Yeah, Manchester City are also still in the FA Cup. Chelsea is there, Leicester is there. So it's not really a guarantee that okay, Manchester United will win the FA Cup or the Europa League
No, but it
also.
doesn't matter that you have guarantee. There's nobody. It's football. You don't have a guarantee. You just want to play to win, to try to win. And with a winning mentality, Manchester United has a winning mentality. Odino has a winning mentality. He wants to win something. It will be great for him if he stays and wins something, and remains in the annals of United's history as. Haven't played in the final of a Europa League or FA Cup, So I think these are the things propelling him to want to stay longer. And the fact is, if for me, if Shenhua says 400,000 is only if you return in June, that if you don't return in June, we return you to £300,000 a week. Hey, what's the difference between 100,000, over that? I would stay at United and try and win those titles and, fulfill my lifelong dreams of lifting a title in a United shirt. So I think he will stay. He's already shown interest in staying from recent reports. He's already shown interest in staying at United. I think that's what we will see.
Okay, well, anyways, let's hope he makes the right decision. Speaking of Igalo, also, I need to say this. Condolences to the man who replaced him in the Super Eagles, Victor Osimhen. He lost his father last week, so condolences to Victor Osimhen's family.
Yeah, it's sad that a parent dies. As your child is starting to do well. I remember especially when Victor Osimhen went to Wolfsburg in 2016. 2015 or 2016, I can't remember exactly which year, but I remember that I got, when I was editor at Goal.com, I got an exclusive photograph of Victor Osimhen at the airport being, seen off by his family. And I remember his father was in that picture. This was at the start of his of his professional career. I had turned 18 and was going to his first professional league in Germany. I remember seeing that his father was in that image with him at the airport. It's a shame, it's sad that the man died at this point, but wishing strength and goodness for that family, for the Osimhen family, as they mourn the death of their loved one.
Yeah. Now moving still on the Super Eagles matter. Yesterday, NFL's president, Nigerian Football Federation's president, Amaju Pinnick, came out to end all rumors and said Gernot Rohr has been offered a new contract. He's going to be in charge till December 2022. Now, there were rumors that Harry Redknapp were being lined up to replace him, blah, 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 before Pinnick came in. Pinnick has ended all those rumors, but there were still some lingering issues when he made the announcement. He said these two objectives are important for Rohr. One, which is leading Nigeria to the World Cup in Qatar 2022, and two, winning the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. How visible do you think these are realistic targets for the German?
I think it is tricky if he doesn't win. Okay, the fact is, congratulations to Gernot Rohr. First of all, I believe it's time that we maintain some consistency in training. in the coaching job, Gernot Rohr will become the longest serving coach for Nigeria if he stays till the end of the 2022, as it is in this contract. So I think the NFF has done well. And the rumors about having a red nap, I think they were being touted to have come from the minister. And there was a report by Goal.com yesterday that even NFF officials were amazed that all those rumors were coming from, which they didn't think about. It wasn't from the NFF. Uh, so the thing is, now Gernot Rohr has to qualify Nigeria for the 2022 World Cup as well as win the AFCON title. The AFCON in 2021 will most likely be postponed till 2022. So that saves him some time. But if he doesn't win the AFCON in Cameroon in 2022, it means that he may lose his job if we don't get to the final. He may lose his job before the World Cup. But that will also be a disservice if he loses his job before the World Cup, when he should be focusing on preparing for the World Cup with a team that he knows. So, but the ball is in his court. He has also, he's had to agree to this to be able to get the contract signed. So he needs to work hard. But I'm excited that he knows, he's trying to do many things to get new young players into the squad as much as possible. And I think this is in keeping with what Amaju Pinnick started with. I remember Amaju Pinnick commenting around 2016, 2017 that the players in the national team were too old, that we need to be using young players, real young players, not old boys pretending to be under 17s, And since then, Gernot Rohr has come in and then worked with Amaju Pinnick's vision of getting the best Nigerian young talents across the world to play for the team. If we continue to do this, we may be able to get a group of great boys that could do, really do well. But it's all tricky. Football is not 2 + 2 = 4. You may do this and still fall short. Algeria have achieved something great with many foreign-born players with their squad from 2014 to 2019 AFCON, So it's possible if we do this that we can win the Nations Cup and then do well at the World Cup. But there's no there's no certainty in football. You have to plan so that you don't lose, but you may plan and still lose. But not to plan at all is the evil. But I'm happy that we're planning and moving forward with Gernot Rohr, which is fine by me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although I feel he should have walked away when certain conditions were inserted in the new contract. But I think he understands everything.
Which conditions did you think he should have walked away from?
The local league, like nurturing players from the local league. I think that's one condition that I find absurd. But the thing is, Ross knows how to play this politics in African football, so I think he understands it perfectly well. And one thing why I said he should have walked away is that even the pro people crowd, you understand, they won't be able to do anything should he be sacked later, maybe when results starts going against him, because we all saw it coming. But probably
saw what coming, that he may lose games and get sacked. A coach can get sacked anytime. But the fact is, if you have a contract, if you do have a contract that protects you, that says if you get sacked before your time, then you get, and you are entitled to something. But look at the positive aspect of it. Rohr has agreed to many of these things. He says, he's taking a pay cut. He's receiving his salary in Naira. He said, in an interview with ESPN by Colin Udo, he just wants to coach. He just wants to work. He's more passionate about the job than the conditions. The one way we can get around the NFF, the local league now, is to have him handle the CHAN team. If it's okay, you are going to handle the CHAN team, then he's in charge of the local league. Then he can nurture, like you say. But his job as a coach is not to nurture domestic players. His job is to identify players that are good enough for the national team, and not to come and be training coaches, and telling them this is what you should be doing with your players. So if he brings, if he calls up international players and also gets in a handful of local players and they can't cut it, and it goes to it comes out on match day without any local player in his squad, you can't blame him as long as Nigeria wins. All these people clamoring for local players, for NPFL players that haven't played a game in months, or it is just a play to the gallery, I think. But the fact that he's bought his contract means he's done, he's there, and that's the most important thing, I think.
I to be honest, I don't see it that way though. I see that NFF actually do not want Rohr, but obviously, probably because they don't have a choice, they need to offer him a new contract. But I just hope everything works out perfectly. Hopefully, we win the Africa Cup of Nations in 2021 and everything. So that's what I hope for in 2021.
But I want to differ that the NFF doesn't want Rohr. You've given somebody 2 contracts already, and you are giving me a third one. If you don't want him, then the fact is you won't even come try to negotiate with him in the circumstances. So, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So before I let you go, I would like to ask your opinion about this one particular topic. Samuel Eto'o came out last week to say he is the best African player ever. It's generated a lot of comments, opinions, and arguments on Twitter, on social media. But you've been watching football for a very, very long time. So I would like to ask this. I have my own top 5 though. But I would like to ask you, who are the best 5, your own greatest 5 African players? Because that would be a disservice to people that played in 1950s, you understand? So I would like to say your best 5 African players that you've watched.
Okay. I think Samuel Eto'o's statements were pretty, hard to say, because usually you let people do the talking and let them say who is the greatest or not. When you come out to say I am the greatest, I am greater than everybody else, it's marks of whatever, but I believe Samuel Eto'o is definitely up there. He's done great things. But the players that I have watched, that I've seen play, and I have watched Samuel Eto'o just once. I watched him against Netherlands at the 2010 World Cup. I think he scored a penalty in that game in Cape Town. So maybe that wasn't one of his greatest performances, but that I have watched, or maybe in my time, I'll say maybe in my time, definitely put him in the top 5. I'll say DJ Drogba, Nwankwo Kanu, Mohamed Aboutrika. I'd also add JJ Okocha, and I'd like to put in John Obi Mikel in the mix. But I also expand it to Michael Essien. Michael Essien is so 6. No, but it's unfair to just say top 5. These guys were really great players, but I saw all of them play in one game or the other. Mohamed Aboutrika at the 2008 AFCON final, where they beat Cameroon in Accra. Didier Drogba over to Africa Cup of Nations. Mikel severally. Michael Essien at the Africa Cup of Nations 2008. Samuel Eto'o at the World Cup in 2010. I mean, a decent collection of players, I would say. But this would be my 6 players that I think really deserve to be in that, list.
So that means your list is made up of 3 Nigerians and other.
Just 2 Nigerians, just 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
put
said
Nwankwo
Nwankwo
Kanu.
Kanu,
Yeah,
Austin
okay.
JJ,
Well, yeah,
and John
JJ
Mikel
and John
Obi.
Mikel Obi. I'm
But
biased towards Nigeria, but yeah.
well, I think Samuel Eto'o is my number one. I'll have Yaya Toure as number two. Yaya Toure
Yeah, I did see Yaya Toure twice, so.
as my number two. I'll have Drogba as my number three. To do that since so I'll have George Weah in number four.
Did you see
Uh,
Jojo play? Did you watch him
no,
play?
no, I did. I watched him play against Nigeria the 2004 in the qualification match for the 2002 World Cup.
Were you able to
Nigeria
analyze
versus
football at
Nigeria.
that time? The Jojo that you watched was not the Jojo of '95. The Jojo that you
Yeah,
watch.
but that's why we have this key. This key was kind of saying that okay, he won the 1995 Ballon d'Or, and you
But
can't
what we
ignore
are
that.
talking, I could mention George Weah, but I didn't mention him because I never saw him play. So don't mention players that you did not see play. Mention the players that you saw play.
Okay. Samuel Eto'o in number one. Yaya Toure, Didier Drogba, Austin JJ Okocha.
You didn't even
Austin
see
JJ
JJ
Okocha.
play live or something. Anyway, just mention your players.
No, I saw JJ.
You only
I
saw
was a
JJ
Bolton
play.
fan.
You only saw JJ play live with your Kuroko eyes. Where? JJ had retired before you started watching football live.
No. I was a Bolton fan while growing up. I was a Bolton fan, and the reason why I was a Bolton fan was because of Austin JJ Okocha. You understand? So I would say JJ in number four. Then number five, I think it's between. I would probably have Michael Essien also. Yeah, Michael Essien also. And if I want to do one Ojoro or something, I'll have one for Kanu. No, Mohamed Salah in that list also. Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah is still at the middle of his career. He's not there yet, so we can't even list him in the.
No, I think by the time he finishes his career, it will be up there.
I hope he wins an AFCON. I hope he wins an AFCON, which I doubt.
But that's not the only. That's not the only aspect. That's not the
no, that's not the yardstick. That's not the yardstick.
So
that's not the yardstick. But I mean, we're having a conversation about who did you watch play.
Yeah.
I have said people I saw physically. I haven't seen more. I've seen Mohamed Salah play actually physically. I saw him in Kaduna in 2016. 2016, yeah. But that performance was good too. So,
I think he scored the equalizer, sir.
Yes, he scored the equalizer against us in that game in Kaduna. So
yeah. I think he scored the equalizer. So
but I think he still has time to really build a legacy. He still has
and there's Sadio Mane also. There's Sadio Mane also. So a couple of young players also just coming up. I think they will be up there by the time they finish their careers.
True.
But for now, those are my five. Samuel Eto'o, Yaya Toure, Didier Drogba, Austin JJ Okocha, and Michael Essien.
The reason why I did not put Yaya Toure, the reason why I did not put Yaya Toure in my top five, I saw him play twice. The second time we beat them in 2013 at the AFCON quarterfinal. He was mostly silenced by Mikel, So that year, and then they gave the African Player of the Year to Yaya Toure ahead of Mikel, and I'm like, what? But no doubt Yaya Toure is a great man.
The thing is, when it comes to all these awards, it's a function of your individual performances. Mikel never really had any special effect at the Africa Cup of Nations. I think
no way, don't even say that. Don't even say that.
He never really had that. Mikel was more like he was one of the experienced members in the team. But it was not just like a squad player, just any other player in the team. If I can name the players that actually performed in that team.
Do you remember that Mikel was the second best player of that tournament?
Yeah, that was
and it was because he did not score. It was because he did not score. They gave the award to Jonathan Petrepa, but you can't compare Petrepa to Mikel's. No, Mikel was not because he was popular. Mikel was the fulcrum of that team at the Nations Cup. Mikel was the fulcrum of that team at the Nations Cup.
The 14 World Cup, and everybody knew that it should have been James Rodriguez. You understand? So I think it was more of a popular choice. That was also the same case with Mikel didn't do anything special. I will have Emenike, I have Victor Moses, and I will have Sunday Umba over Mikel in that tournament.
Oh
Mikel was just more like another player. He characterized his. I think that sums up his whole career, both at club level and at country and at international level. The only time Mikel had that influence in games was when he was still at under 20 level, which was in the Flying Eagles. But after then, when he was converted into the defense, I think Mikel was just the other player in the team. That sums up his career. I'm not saying he was bad, but neither he wasn't good either. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I think
wasn't really
if we continue this conversation, we will not end it today because I disagree with you entirely. I was at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2013. I was in that score. With that squad, I was close to them. I watched every game in the stadium, and your views, there's something about revisionism among younger people. I think that is what you are doing because your views were pretty limited to TV. We will leave it at that. We will leave it at that for today. Maybe next week we can have a Mikel discussion in that Super Eagles squad of 2013. But let's finish this show because we don't want to extend this thing.
All right. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. This is the end of this week's show. We hope to be back again next week. But there are games this weekend. Bundesliga returns again this weekend. So there are games you can catch up with also this weekend. So thank you for joining us again, Lolade.
Thank you. The Bundesliga has Taiwo Awoni, Anthony Uja, Kingsley Hizzy Boy, Obazen, Sarere, or whatever, a few other guys. So check it out. Nigerians are back playing. So you guys have a great week ahead. Take care.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.